All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We the brothers from the GMS New Orleans coming back at you with another quick lesson. Prior to getting started, as we always do, we like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekagadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the item that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video will be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And we're going to get in a lesson today on things that's not seen. On things that are not seen. All right, because many people take the natural, okay, and they tend to not understand that which they don't see, but more in tune with that which they do. So the kingdom of heaven is likened unto that which, you know, we can, though we have epiphanies, you know, we have elongated thoughts, all right, we have dreams and visions of what it's going to be. No one man can actually say, okay, it's going to be like that. Now, the Lord have given us descriptions of, you know, how it's going to be with the pit, rows of gold, all right, you know, different stones, walls built up, all right, but we don't know exactly, all right, what's in store. So, but we do pray and hope for that which is to come, all right? And while we wait, we understand what we're waiting for is going to manifest before us, rather than trying to understand the things prematurely, all right, before what? They're given unto us. Because the things we don't understand will be given unto us, man, to understand, like the kingdom of heaven, all right? But there's a waiting process in which we're going to continue to basically develop thoughts about what it's going to be. And that's why Yahweh shall say, I leave here and what? I have prepared a place for you. All right, in my Father's house is many mansions. So what we're about to get, we're about to experience, all right, what we think we're going to get in a what? 1,000,000 times more. But go ahead, brother.
The 2 Corinthians chapter 4, starting at 16. For which we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
Come on, go ahead.
Verse 17. For our light afflictions, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
Right, we have a far more exceeding eternal weight of glory. All right, which sometimes it tends to, you know, sometimes Jake like, man, you start to try to imagine it, right? And if you have an image of something or you're imagining something, that's not what it's going to be. But you assume like, hey, man, I'm just thinking it's going to be like this and it's like that. And again, your thoughts can carry you away. All right. It's different between having thoughts and actually what? Being in it or actually experiencing it or in the reality of it. It's two different levels of understanding, man. So we have to understand that there's a more exceeding weight of glory. All right. But it's for to come. Go ahead.
Verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
So how you see something that's not seen? First of all, you have to have the spiritual comprehension of understanding that the kingdom of heaven, dominion, rulership, riches, all right? You have to have a spiritual comprehension of that, okay? Because, and then the only way you understand that is by way of having that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Bible, man. All right? You can't just start to imagine things. That's why the 2/3 of our people, they can't see this. They like, man, what y'all talking about is not now. It's not right now. All right? Because they believe in instant gratification. They trying to get instantly rich right here. It's like, man, well, what they got to do with me chasing a bag, man? All right? Many people that have chased bags, they have went out of the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Caused themselves harm. Okay? But for the most part, read that again.
It says, while we look not at things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
So the things which are not seen are eternal. Want to speak on it?
basically made the point. Yeah, that we forgetting, we not looking back on the things that was once behind us, which is the physical things, but our spiritual comprehension, like you said, is allowing us to seek those things in front of us. But I had something too.
You was finishing that?
Yeah.
Come on, go ahead with what you have.
This is Philippians 3:13. It says, "Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before."
Right, because when you got the word destiny, it's fate overruling necessity. So the things we feel a need to see here, right, ultimately leads to the road of the things that we're going to have and get. So your faith should overrule the necessity of things now. Now, we do need things right now. Let's not get that twisted. All right. But your faith is going to be needed to understand the things that we can't see and can't get. That's what's going to be needed. All right. Faith. All right. The irresistible tendency of certain events to come about. That's what destiny is, right? The irresistible tendency of certain events to come about. So there are certain events to come about that's written, it's prophecies in the Bible that basically haven't came to pass yet, right? Which ultimately a lot of those prophecies goes into the kingdom of heaven. All right? Salvation, dominion, all right, different things, you see? Go ahead, you got it.
Verse 14, it says, "I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High and Hamashiach Yahushua."
Yeah. You read that again.
So like verse 14, "I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High and Hamashiach Yahushua."
Right. And that mark, all right, first of all, that's that Tawah, all right? Or it don't say the Tawah right there. Get that word mark right there and see what it say. But one of those marks is that Tawah, which is, exempt from judgment, which means salvation, all right? But this same mark, ultimately, that salvation, that mark that you get of the elect or be marked from destruction, gonna ultimately lead into this same mark of this prize that he's talking about, man. All right? But you got to have that mark. This destiny too, it says also that which is predetermined and sure to come true. So it's sure to come true, but it ain't been It haven't been made true yet. So there's still a road to walk. All right, there's a spirit to guide you into it, man.
Let me get that in the NLT because it's gonna go into what you just said. It says this Philippians 3:13 in the NLT. And I'm going to read down to 14 because that's the point. It says, "No, dear brothers and sisters, I have not achieved it, but I focus on this one thing, forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead. I press on to reach the end of the race and receive the heavenly prize for which the Most High through Yahushua HaMashiach is calling us."
Yeah, that was an undeniable destiny that Paul had. All right, it was inevitable. All right, because if you press on towards that mark or that prize, you inevitably gonna get the crown. Meaning that's just what it is. And it says destiny, another one of destiny, what is to befall any person or thing in the future. So it's things to come. Right? We live today to ultimately exist in the future, man. All right, but we're what? We're putting that life in the spirit, which are these words. These words are life and spirit, which is going to lead and guide us into what? The ultimate prize. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got that word marked for you too.
Go ahead.
Strong's G 4649. Skapas.
Yep.
Skapas.
It says, in the outline of biblical usage, an observer, a watchman, the distant mark looked at.
Yeah, the distant mark looked at. So if you look at something, that means you what? You're not there yet, right? If we're looking at the camera, we're not at the camera. Even though we're right here, we're close. So the kingdom of heaven is close, right? And that's why, you know, in Habakkuk, you got something?
No, I got the wrong one. No, you good.
So the mark, all right, we're running when we read it because the mark is very close. Get that in Habakkuk, bro. 3, 2.
It also says in that too, the goal or end one has in view.
Right. But it's still a race to be ran. And in order to get the goal of the view, the race got to get ran.
Yep.
Right? But it's going to be an end to this race. Jesus like, oh, we going to be running forever. It feel like the kingdom of heaven is far. It's not far off. The Lord is not far off. He said he's not a God that's far off. You got it?
What the hell was that?
This Habakkuk. What verse chapter in? 2?
3.
Yeah, 2. Well, 2, start from the top.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, from the top. I will stand upon my watch.
And what it just said, it said something about watching or something you had mentioned.
It said an observer, a watchman.
Yeah, an observer, a watchman. That's the word for mark. Yeah, that's the word for mark there. All right? Which that's the only way for you to get the why. You got to be vigilant, sober, all right? Which means what? Watchman on a watch, doing the work, all right, of an evangelist making full proof of that ministry, man. All right? The only way you get to the future is you got to get past the present, man. All right? Go ahead. You got to live past the present, okay, in order to exist in the future. Salaki, go ahead.
And set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Yep. So, being a watchman, you're looking for what the word of the Lord is going to tell you to do, which we have been doing that. All right? You know, out of wine rock is out. We continue to do it. But we have believed in the word of the Lord because many men like ourselves and other men that's a part of this thing, they have ran, all right, when they heard this word. They have what? They believed it. So when you believe something, you watch over it. Go ahead.
And what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Go ahead.
And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it.
So once we got this, all right, we begin to run. And why Paul based this thing as a race, a prize at the end, a run, it's like, because it's what? It's motion with this thing. It ain't stagnant. All right. When you get the word of the Lord, you got to start to move. Moving is like changing your life, your dietary laws. All right. Becoming brotherly, learning how to get the word of truth, learn to milk, teach. All right. All this is in moving. This will help you run that read it. That's why you can't just read this and stand still. The spirit won't allow you to do that, man. There's a spirit that dwells in us that makes us move, live, and have our being, man, which is the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? So when the vision came into Habakkuk, he told Habakkuk, make it plain upon tables that he may run that reading it, man. All right? And that word, I believe that word read it, is this the same word that's in blessed is he that read it? Revelation 1 and 3. Let me see. Start to discern or believe. No, I don't think it's it. It's Quara. It says,
Strong's H 7121. Kara.
Yep.
Kara.
It says to call out, utter a loud sign, the trumpet. All right? Which lets you know it's time to what? Get up and go. Okay? Call to cry, read aloud, to summons, appoint. All right? You see? Called to be called out, to be chosen. You see? Mention, preach, proclaim, publish. All right? So, yeah. When you read this thing. All right, it's time for you to do those things which I just mentioned. Go ahead to the next verse.
Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, it shall speak
and
not lie.
It's appointed time. So it would speak, all right? And when something is appointed for you, all right, you're going to make it there. The Lord set an appointed time or appointment or a date with you to either be saved, destroyed, or whatever it is. There's no way to avoid that. That's unavoidable. Go ahead.
I'm going to go back a little bit. But at the end, it shall speak and not lie.
And we at the end. This word is speaking. All right? It's not lying. You can see it. Okay? Through many, you can see this through many visions that the Lord have put upon you, man. You can just see it through the world. All right? The falling through of the world, the famine of the word, the sin, the increase of sin and wickedness. Okay? You can see that this vision is speaking, man. All right? It's speaking. But it's not tarrying. It will surely come. So what there is to come, we have to come unto. You see? That was it, bro. You got more? That verse? It will not tarry. You read that?
Yeah, I got more. Though it tarry, wait for it. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Go ahead. You got something?
And our salvation is in that too, because we reading to get that. And back in where it says that mark, it says the distant mark looked at. So that's also an appointed time that's right before us. Though we can't see it physically in front of our faces, spiritually, they who read it and run with it, they can spiritually see that.
Mm-hmm. And you get that word distance, it means a standing apart. So there's something standing apart between what is there to receive, right? And then what we have to do. And of course, and in that distance, it's not going to be pretty. So Jake just like, Jake just like, I'm just waiting for the kingdom. It's like there's work to do, right? It says in Matthew that the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. So there's a lot of work to do. So while you doing work, all right, you still have to walk out the time and distance which the Lord have allowed it in your life for you to do the things you need to do. You got to suffer afflictions. All right, Paul was called to the ministry to work and to get that crown, like he said, as a crown laid up for him and everything he had to do. But when he was called to the ministry, according to Ananias, the vision was given to Ananias to basically say that go and get Paul, which name was Saul at the time, all right? And said, go and get him for as many things he must suffer for my name's sake. So throughout a distance, it's going to be suffering, all right? The word distance right here say a dispute, a controversy, a discord, and strife, right? So while we are all walking to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we're going to encounter these things. These are obstacles that stand apart or stand in our way in order to get salvation and a crown. Satan is in the way of the crown. Is Jake aware of that? Like he's standing in the middle of the way. Right? Whether you get attacked at the beginning of the walk, the middle of the walk, or the end of the walk, it matters none. You got to go through the walk. The attack is there. We getting attacked. It's going to be controversial. The truth itself is controversial. Right? It's going to be weak moments. It's going to be stronger moments. But that just lets you know you're going a distance to receive and get something. But a distance take a while.
Yep. You
don't just get there, all right, speedily, all right, or rapidly. There's things to encounter that hinder you from getting to the point. You see? There's something that's keeping you apart in space. All right? An extent of space between places. Okay?
I got something for you.
A field of vision, which Paul had a field of vision because though yet this you see a small light at the end of the tunnel, there's an end of the tunnel. It's just that you gotta You gotta tarry there to get there. Yep. So Paul had the field of vision on him. All right, he was anointed with the field of vision so he can see and where he had to get to his to his destination. Go ahead, bro.
And you mentioned something about sufferings.
Yep.
In the same chapter, Philippians 3:8, it says, "Yeah, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushua, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach." And it says,
yeah, because the way Paul gauged, all right, which is a measuring instrument on, when you gauge something, it's like a measuring instrument on how or what it would take to get there, right? The who, what, when, and where. You're gauging, okay, I got to count things lost. I got to do this. I got to increase. I got to decrease for Yahushua, all right? I got to become more vulnerable. I got to do these things. So there was a gauging measuring instrument that Paul was using here to let you know as you're traveling, you're going to have to gauge your travel. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can keep reading.
There's more?
Nah, that was pretty much it. But I wanted to make a point on it. But because it says, "And do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach," in which that's that end goal. And winning Yahushua, you ultimately obtain your salvation and your crown too. But along the way, through that race, it's obstacles, which you're gonna trip over some. And but it says in Proverbs, the righteous man slip it 7 times, but he get it back up.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be obstacles in that race and sufferings that you gotta go through. But the end goal ultimately is to win Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and then in that obtaining salvation, because that's that light at the end of the tunnel. Though you may not be able to see it, at first, but that is, that end that we all strive for.
Yeah, because as certain, we don't run with uncertainty. We are as certain, but again, there's an exact measurement or standard in which we got to reach and do in order to get the crown. So we're certain that if we give our all into doing this, then we can make it. All right. And part of making it also have to deal with being predestined to make it and also having faith. Because the ones that it was allowed to do that, they're going to have it. They're going to do it, man. You got something?
I got that on Romans 8.
What that was? It was what?
For I reckon.
There was something you wanted? Go ahead.
The book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
There got more? You can reread it. Read it again.
Verse 18 again. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Right,
so there's a greater glory which shall be revealed. When you're going to reveal, that's the root word in Revelation. It means to be pulled back or seen. All right, but the things that are temporal, they're not seen. All right, this can't be unveiled unto you. All right, if you don't, one, have the Spirit. Secondly, if you're not chosen or called, all right, called and then ultimately chosen, because we're going to get that ultimate revelation that John saw. John saw the kingdom of heaven coming down, man. Get that. In Revelation 21, you get that. You holding something?
Yeah, I had something.
You was holding something? So this present time, it don't compare to what's, what the future have in stock. Like we have invested in things we have invested in the kingdom of heaven, which nobody can see the kingdom of heaven, brother, but those who was given the Spirit to see are given the eyes. It say, blessed are your eyes for they see. All right? Other than that, the world ain't nobody talking about the kingdom of heaven but the prophets, man. That's a small number, okay? That's an elect number that the Lord set out. But that revelation has to be revealed unto those that are chosen. Go ahead, brother.
This is a book of Revelations.
You got it?
Nah, I was looking at something.
Chapter 21 from the top. And I saw,
That's all you had?
Yeah, pretty much it.
and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city.
Yeah, that heaven represents a condition, man. All right? So John started saying the condition in which the earth was passing away or being translated. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 2 again. And I, John.
And John, this is eyewitness account. John saying, go ahead.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem.
And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So when he said he saw the New Jerusalem, and Jerusalem, which, the capital is Israel, obviously, that's our homeland. That's the Lord's favorite pit, all right, as he says in Esdras. That's going to be restored and renewed, all right, with the chosen people of the Heavenly Father after it be destroyed, all right? So that New Jerusalem, not alone just with the place, the Lord all about the people. It never was where they was at. It always was about them. But the Lord still, all right, designated a spot for them. This New Jerusalem, as it tell you in Maccabees, they are people before a place. All right, so this a fresh people in a fresh place. Go ahead.
Coming down from God out
Coming
of heaven.
down from God out of heaven. So he saw the whole standard in which the Lord say, as it is in earth, in heaven, as it is on earth. He saw the whole righteous rulership coming down on earth, meaning here. All right? It's going to happen here on earth. All right? We're going to enjoy the kingdom of heaven on earth. We're not going to be in the sky floating like Cupid with the angels and they buck naked, man. All right? We're not going to be up there by the Heavenly Father in the spirit world. All right? No, the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, man. Okay? And it's going to be established by rulers, judges, righteous judgment, then the government going to be on the shoulders of Yahweh Shai, according to the book of what? Isaiah, chapter 9, man. All right? The government shall be on his shoulder, established with King David, all right, and what? All righteous judges, 144,000 righteous judges, man. Go ahead. That was it.
Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Right. And who we're the wife of, man. Okay? Yahweh Shai is coming to what? Get his bride, man. Okay? Ultimately, so we can be remarried, all right, or reconciled back, okay, to be made friends again, back with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So, but, again, that's futuristically speaking. The kingdom of heaven is at a distance. We haven't saw it yet. But who knows the gap between how close the kingdom of heaven is, the what? The Heavenly Father. No man knows that time, but we know by certain signs, we have what? We have a gauge to where we can say, okay, it's very close. Okay? And that's why we say we're more in tune with the things that are not seen than the things that are seen, man. We could discern the things that are seen. All right? It's right. You should be able to discern the things that you're seeing by this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You see, if y'all brothers got something to say before we close out.
That was pretty much it.
Well, that's the point, man. All right? Understanding the things which are not temporal, all right, but the things that are what?
In the distance, not seen.
Not seen. Okay? We looking for the everlasting, not the temporary. You see, many people, because temporarily, you can have the what? The time of your life. Right? We run into $800 million and Jago destroy itself. Because money destroy you here. All right? But we rather have immortality with righteousness stored in our inward parts. All right? That whatever that is we may have it from what? Glory to glory, man. All right? And this is not the This is not the final glory. Man, get that. All right? We're going from glory. Get that glory to glory, man. All right? Because believe it or not, this is a glory because the Lord have given us this in earthen vessels. Get that. All right? He have given us this knowledge in earthen vessels. So that's a glory unto itself, man. The mortal man can't receive this, bro. All right? Y'all got it? The 2 Corinthians 4:7.
Yeah, I got it. You want that one right now?
No, we know which one it is. That one. How are you guys? What you look? Which one it is you looking for? Go ahead, read that one.
This 2 Corinthians 4:7, and it reads, But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of God.
Yep, that the excellency of the power may be of God and what?
And not of us.
Right, so when we have this treasure that we have in earthen vessels is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's a glory. Whether Jake want to say it or not, yeah, the ultimate glory is when we get the kingdom of heaven and we're in our new bodies and the laws is established in our inward part. But this is a glory too. All right? No one looked upon us and say like, damn, they fought even the angels to show you this a glory. All right? This is 1 Peter 1:12. It says, unto whom it was revealed that not unto themselves, but unto us they did minister the things which are now reported unto you by them that have preached the gospel unto you with the Holy Ghost sent down from heaven, which things the angels desire to look into. That's a glory, man. All right? We're not glorifying it. Of course, we're glorifying who gave it unto us, because a man can receive nothing except it be given him from the heavens. But what we're saying is this a glory to have this in earthen vessels. The angels is desiring it. The angels like, how the hell they know the names Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai? And because the angels know they're in their spiritual form. They know we're in a mortal form. We not immortal yet. They're immortal. So they desire to look into like, damn, this a whole nother glory, found it. Okay, but it's all good. So we're in a operation right now. We're in the midst of operation glory to glory. All right, but we're trying to get to that latter glory. All right, so that we can receive that latter rain. Meaning what? The Lord gonna prosper us in time. All right, to where we what? We change out of these bodies. All right, we be exalted. Okay, and we be looked at as the what? Rulers and chiefs of the earth, man. Because the earth is suffering under the hands of the current rulers. Okay? That's why there have to be a transition of power. Okay? There have to be a changing of the guards. All right? Until the righteous rulers is on the throne. Other than that, as it says in what Proverbs 27, when the wicked is in authority, the people mourn. All right? But when the righteous is in authority, the what? People rejoice. But the righteous is not in authority, so that's a what? It's off. It's a fall off. Not as it being a fall off, but it's not established yet currently. Okay? So the whole goal is to keep your eyes on what's not established versus what's established. Okay? So I don't want to Zada was edifying, man. Till next time, won't give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rekabadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to the item that pushing the truth and sincerity. Till the next time, we'll say Shalom.
Shalom.